If you have a plot or plots of land in Owerri or anywhere in Imo State, the best thing to do is to get your land registered at the Ministry of Lands. The reason why we register our land at the Ministry of Lands is to officially, legally, and rightfully own that property, right? Because the Ministry of Lands in the state will be aware that you are the rightful owner of that particular property, because it will be in the files and in the system. There are some processes you have to go through at the Ministry of Lands before you acquire a genuine property or register your land. I've made video on this before. But currently, you cannot register your land at the ministry because the governor suspended Ministry of Lands at the moment. Until the governor officially reopens Ministry of Lands, you cannot register your land. So whoever that tells you that land registration is ongoing at the Ministry of Lands, be very, very careful. But the good news is this: there are some lands that you can register now in Imo State. Yes, any government estate or government layout that is managed by Imo Housing Corporation is functional. Before you even acquire a land or a house in that particular estate, you have to go to Imo Housing Corporation to find out the genuinity of that particular property. What is Imo Housing Corporation in the first place? Imo Housing Corporation is a government housing corporation that provides affordable, genuine, and housing options here in Imo State. Okay, so any government estate or layout that is managed by this Imo Housing Corporation is open for business. In fact, before you acquire any property in this particular estate, you have to go to Imo Housing Corporation to confirm the genuinity, because all the plots in this particular estate has its own file and is in the system in Imo Housing Corporation's office. Okay, let me give you an example. Redemption Estate is a government estate that is managed by Imo Housing Corporation. So let's say you are Mr. B and you want to acquire a land property in Redemption Estate that belongs to Mr. A, and Mr. A acquired directly from the government. That means he has the original allocation paper, right? So when you go to Imo Housing Corporation's office for search, the name of that particular plot in Imo Housing Corporation's office must tally with the name of Mr. A on the allocation paper. Okay? So that's the reason why you have to go for search before you acquire any property that is managed by Imo Housing Corporation's office. Do you understand? There are some requirements that you need to do if you acquire a plot of land in Redemption Estate. For instance, you will pay statutory fee, which is currently 550,000 naira. You don't pay this fee at Imo Housing Corporation's office. No. You go to the bank, pay it to the government's account. The bank will now give you a teller. With that teller, you go to Imo Housing Corporation's office for confirmation and pick up your receipt. In the corporation's office there, they will also photocopy the receipt and put it in your file for documentation. Okay? If Mr. A failed to pay the statutory fee and now sold that particular property to Mr. B, Mr. B must now have to pay. That's the reason why you have to go for search at Imo Housing Corporation's office. Okay? The search will give you all the information you need and now show you the fees that Mr. A has paid and the ones he has not paid. Okay? Again, grant rent is normal in all the government estates, right? So if you as Mr. A acquired a particular property from the government, let's say Redemption Estate, 3 years ago, and you failed to pay your grant rent, which they collect 30,000 naira yearly at Redemption Estate, you now sold to Mr. B. So Mr. B, being the current owner of that particular plot, will now have to pay those grant rent for 3 years. That's the reason why you have to go for search, which will give you all these informations before you acquire. Okay? Normally, if you, Mr. B, acquires a land property from Mr. A, you'll be given power of attorney, which shows transfer of ownership from Mr. A to Mr. B, right? So if you acquire a land property in Redemption Estate, for instance, it doesn't stop there. You have to go to Imo Housing Corporation's office with a photocopy of that power of attorney to notify them that officially this property now belongs to you. So that power of attorney will be kept in your file for documentation purposes, so that if tomorrow you want to sell to Mr. C, when Mr. C goes for search, it will be clearly shown that Mr. A was the direct allotee from government and sold to you, and that you are the current owner of that plot. Do you understand? A lot of people neglect these things, but it's very wrong. I mean, if you acquire a property, make sure you do all the necessary things required from you to do to stand as the official owner of that particular property. If you want to acquire any government estate, make sure you do all these necessary requirements so that it will not be revoked in the future. Make sure you pay your sanitary fee, you do change of ownership, and you pay your grant rent, and have the receipts, and make sure all these things are documented in your file. Okay? Remember, this video is coming from Owerri Global Limited. I am Justin Nwadike, the Managing Director, Owerri Global Limited, your favorite real estate consultant company here in Owerri. We don't only buy and sell land properties, we as well educate you regarding real estate so that you don't invest your hard-earned money on the wrong path. So if you like watching educative videos like this regarding real estate, if you like watching property videos in Owerri, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, like the video and share so that when next we publish videos like this, you'll be notified for you to watch and be informed, okay? Have a lovely day. I will see you again, and bye for now.